As y'all can see, we got the playoff screen up here. And if the playoffs started today, this would be the matchups that you would see. These are your number one seeds. These are the matchups. These are the teams that would be playing the first round. You see your home teams. You see your away teams. Interesting matchups. I can say the less. That Colts and Raiders, they played earlier in the season. And, boy, would that be another one to engage in. But we're going to look at the playoff race as well. You know what I mean? We just wanted to look at the playoff picture at the moment. But I feel it's only right that we look into the playoff race. And right now in the AFC, the number 7 seed is the Titans at 10-4. It's a long dog race for the number. Let me see something. I just looked too. So your number 1 seed is the Steelers. Your number 2 seed is the Jets. Your number 3 seed is the Chargers. Your number 4 seed is the Colts. 5 seed is the Raiders. 6 seed is the Chiefs. 7 seed is the Titans. It's pretty tight. Like you really can't afford no losses. To be honest, you really can't afford no losses at this point because, I kind of figured that. When you look at the race, right? When you look and you see the Chiefs, the Raiders and Chiefs, the Raiders are sitting pretty. They're 11-3, right along with the Chargers. So, the Chargers in first right now, but either one of these teams can be the division leader, along with the Chiefs, right? Chiefs at 10-4. But at the moment, you got the Raiders with 3 losses, you got the Chiefs with 4 losses, right? And your number 7 seed is the Titans. Look at all the teams that's so close behind them: Bills, Browns, Ravens, Broncos. Like, you got 4 teams battling for what I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 2 playoff spots. I know the Raiders are sitting there with 3 losses, but even if the Chargers get to 4 losses, I don't see him nor the Raiders just falling off to reach 5 losses. Now, the Chiefs with 4 losses, that's a little different and the Titans, because they got 4 losses. So those other teams are 1 game behind those teams, And I'm here to tell you now, the Chiefs will be playing somebody else from that division, if not 2 more teams from that division before it's all over, Titans probably gonna have to play the Colts 1 more time before it's over. Browns just got a big win over the Ravens. He's probably going to have to play somebody like maybe the Steelers again. That's going to hurt him. The Ravens is currently not in the playoff picture. They going to have to probably play. Matter of fact, they will be playing the Steelers 1 more time. Along with teams like the Bengals, who's 6-8. You look at that 6-8 record, and you think that's going to be an easy win, but it's not. So I know the Browns got some tough games. The Ravens got some tough games left. The Broncos, Carnage, 9-5. He's currently out, but he too going to have to play some division games, and that AFC West is tough. You got all the teams in that division is well over 500, and yet the Broncos is out. So that just goes to tell you how tough that division is, but that also goes to tell you how good of football that the whole AFC been playing. Because look at all these teams with good records that's out. 9-5 normally would have you in the playoffs, but unfortunately at this moment it doesn't. So we're in week 16, this week's games, week 17 and week 18, let's be honest, it's all playoff games. Because all these teams with 5 losses, they can't afford to hit 6. 6 is not going to get you in. I can tell you that right now. If you get a 6th loss, that will not get you in the playoffs. So these teams with 5 losses can't afford no more losses. You know what I mean? And the teams like the Titans at 10-4, they control their own destiny. All they gotta do is win. It's the teams behind them that's waiting for them to slip up. But Chiefs as well. They 10-4. All they gotta do is win in their end, But I tell you, it's about getting hot at the right moment. And right now, Chiefs got a 4-game win streak. They don't like they slowing down. The Raiders got a 4-game win streak. They don't like they slowing down. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough waiting for these guys to slip up. Let's take a peek over here in the NFC. You got Seahawks, number 1 seed. Bears, number 2 seed. Cowboys, number 3 seed. And boy, that NFC South, 6-8 Panthers right now is leading that division, and they are the 4th seed. Right? Did I miss that? Yep, the Panthers are the number 4 seed right now, which means the Rams are your 5th seed, Packers are your 6th seed, Lions are your 7th seed. I know these records don't look too good, but I always tell you, it pretty much don't matter. You just want to get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of guys get in with records like, at 500 or 1 game under 500, and all you gotta do is get in. Once the playoffs start, everybody is 0-0, but the NFC playoff race is a little different than the AFC. It's the same, but it's not. I mean, it's the same thing. Look how many teams. The 7th seed right now, as I said, the Vikings, right? The Lions, rather, I said, pardon me. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the Panthers. So 5, 6, 7. So the Lions are 7th seed right now. Vikings are 7-7. So it's just like the AFC, just that the record's a little different. Everybody, a lot of teams got 8 losses. Even if you got 9 losses, you're still in it. You just need some help. But same playoff race, just different records. That's all it is. But both conferences, this is it. This is game time right now. Like, this is it. This is the playoff push. Falcons, Panthers, Giants, Vikings, all battling. And the Vikings are 7th seed with 7 losses. I mean, the Lions 7th seed with 7 losses, and the Packers also got 7 losses. So them 6 and 7 spots can easily be moved around, over in 1 week. So, very interesting. These last games mean something, which means that all you guys who's not in the playoff race, at this point, you'll be playing for incentive games. You know what I mean? Trying to stop these guys from getting in, because what we don't like to see, we don't want to see nobody just say, oh, well, give them the force. Nah, this is the time that you really play. Even if you're out the playoff race, you play. You play because, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of us is not at 100% with our game. So the more reps you get, I'm pretty sure the more comfortable you will become. So that's one reason why you should keep playing. And the second reason is if you're playing against somebody trying to hold on to a playoff spot or 1 game out from a playoff spot, that's an incentive game for you. Y'all already know. Y'all heard me talk about incentive games for the longest. So keep that in mind. So that would be the playoff picture right now. I never looked at the NFC matchups. Who would see? Let me see. Yeah. So, that's the playoff race at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have. Bears, Lions, Cowboys and Packers, Panthers and Rams, Jets, Titans, Chargers and Chiefs, Colts and Raiders. Very interesting. Looking at what's going down out here. So now let's go and look and see. Let's go and look and see who plays. We're going to also peek a week ahead. We're going to also do that. So going back to week 15, we had Seahawks and the Niners. Snub playing some good ball, who's currently the number 1 seed over there in the NFC. Took out the Niners 56-16. Big game, division game. Seahawks took care of their business at home. Then we had Colts and Vikings. Steph Anthony blew out the Vikings 34-17 on the road. Now is the time that, this is week 15. These are the results. But from here on out, this is it. It's time to win or just start packing it in for next season. Then we had Browns and Ravens. Browns destroyed the Ravens. I said, going back to the beginning of the season, I spoke about the Ravens and I said that, they was like, at one point, I think they was 3-0. but I said they wasn't. But I said I looked at that 3-0, and I said that if I'm them, I'm not happy about that 3-0 because I was talking about the concerns. I was talking about the concerns with the, what I was seeing. And like I said, sometimes you can win games and you can think that all is well, but it's really not. And sometimes you can lose games and think that is terrible, and it doesn't really have to be that terrible, you know. I've seen some things of concern with the Ravens early in the season that I touched on, and sure enough, it came back. It came back to really play out that way, you know. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. It's regular season still. You want to get to the playoffs. You know, you get to the playoffs, then it's like, yo, all is well. So Ravens gonna have his work cut out for him. I took the Ravens to win this game, I believe. I'm shocked that he lost, but not only that he lost, he pretty much got handled in this one. Not pretty much. He did get handled in this one. So tough loss for the Ravens on the road. Then we had Saints and Falcons, and Trey Dog actually played this game. Trey Dog took over the Saints. You know, he won 21-17. He's going to be a problem over there in the NFC come next season with this Saints team. You could believe that. Then we had Steelers and Panthers. Steelers won 56-22. They blew out the Panthers. Panthers currently in first over there in that division. You know, they are the fourth seed right now, but they are under 500. So that just goes to show you that whole division is not playing good at all. Then we got Bears and Packers, and Bears won this game 32-15. Then we had Chiefs and Texans. Chiefs won 42-14. Cowboys and Jags. Cowboys won 33-31. Silk had quite a few close games this season with this Jags team. He lost way more than one, but he had quite a few close ones. You know, just can't pull them out. Then we had Jets and Lions. We got disconnected in the first half, so we ran back a half, and then, you know, we ended up coming back to win, you know, in this one. But, you know, the game got cut off, so we only had to play a half, but we fortunate to come away with the win. Then we had Broncos, got the force, Chargers and Titans. Coils took out the Titans 24-17, close game. Titans still sitting pretty. Chargers know he in a dog race over there, so every game means something. He came out on top in this one. Now on to week 16, the current week that we are at. We got myself against the Jags, and I'm gonna say Jets favorite in this one by 6. Jets favored by 6 in this one. Ravens and Falcons. Ravens need this game. Ravens is one of them teams that, along with a couple of teams that's on the outside looking in, well, the teams with 5 losses can't afford no more losses. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You must win. I believe the Ravens will win this game. Not only does he have to win this game, but I think he'll get it done. But I tell you, sometimes the Falcons are sneaky. You know, just when you think that, you know, you'll come in and you'll handle your business, you'll look up and find yourself in a dogfight. The Ravens do not want to be in that position. They must take care of business. They are at home. And this is what I mean by looking ahead. We're going to look and see who the Ravens play next week. Ravens play Steelers there next week. You see what I'm saying? You can't afford to lose that game against the Falcons. And then who the Ravens play week 18? Did I pass them already? The Bengals, right? That's not going to be an easy game neither against Black Star, you know. I think Black Star already won the first one or whatever, but I don't know. But I know that's not going to be an easy game, you know what I mean? So the easiest game the Ravens have left is the Falcons, so he must win this game, you know. I'm going to take him to win this game, but this also going to be a trap game because he plays the Steelers next week, so sometimes you tend to overlook the opponent that you have that you feel like is fairly easy, and you start thinking about the next week's game, and that's what you call this game a trap game. This is a trap game, in my opinion, for the Ravens. Trap games, trust me, as long as I've been doing this 5th quarter, a lot of trap games that I spoke about, it turned out to be that way. I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but trust me, if this game is close, you see Ravens win by a field goal or something, do not be surprised, because by nature, he knows he can't afford no more losses, and he knows he plays the number 1 seed week 17. He cannot afford to lose this game. I'm taking the Ravens to win, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's closer than what he wanted. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Ravens 31, Falcons 20. Lions and Panthers. Lions currently are the number 7 seed. Panthers are the 4th seed over there. This game means something, because the Panthers, I don't know who else is over there. Let me see. Panthers in the division with Bucks. I don't know they record. Well, the Bucks don't have no record. Bucks, Panthers, who else over there? Bucks, Panthers, Saints. Saints is nobody. I mean, Trey Dog is the Saints, but their season is over. And who else am I missing? I'm bugging. Who else am I missing from that division over there? Is it Green Bay? No. Oh yeah, the Falcons. The Falcons. So I think the Panthers, his biggest competition right now, I think, is the Falcons. I'm not really too sure what the Falcons' records is, but Lions, no, he can't afford to slip up. He needs this game in a major way. I'm going to take the Lions to win this one. They're on the road. They need this one badly. I think the Panthers got some wiggle room over there in that division. That division is not intact at all. But the Lions know he cannot afford to lose this game. I'm taking the Lions over the Panthers this week by a score of, I'm going to go 27-20 over the Panthers. Next we got Bills and Bears. Calm going against E-Ball. Bills, one of them teams, can't afford no losses. He's going against a Bears team that isn't first in his division. Does he have division sewn up? I'm not 100% sure on that one, but in any case, I'm pretty sure that he can't afford to just, drop games neither, but then again, he probably could. So I don't know. I don't know how much the Bears have much to play for right now. I think they got that division locked and loaded over there. But the Bills, they are one of them playoff teams with 5 losses, need to get in, but they cannot afford to drop any games. They need this one in a major way. I think the Bills come into this game with just a little more hunger. When you hear them signs, that's the sign of upset alert going down. And upset alert, I'm taking Bills over the Bears. Bills coming to this game knowing they just need a little more. And like I said, I honestly think that teams with 5 losses, anybody to get their 6th loss, you can wrap it up. 6 losses, I don't think is going to get you in the playoffs in the AFC. Too many teams over there fighting to get in with 5 losses and 4 losses. 6 is not going to cut it. So this is pretty much this is pretty much the Bills' beginning of their playoffs. They lose this, stick a fork in them, but I'm taking the Bills to win this one. Give me Bills over the Bears, 24-20. Next we got Saints and Browns. Browns in the mix, in the mix for the playoffs and everything. So tough game going against a Saints team that Trey Dog has absolutely nothing to play for. At this point, he just playing for incentive if he does play, but I'm telling you, if Saints plays this game, he's playing to win. He ain't gonna play just to, kill some time. He's gonna play to win. And it's going to be a tough out for this Browns team. Trust me, it's going to be real tough for this Browns team. Once again, you hear back-to-back games, you're hearing the signs of upset alert. I'm taking another upset. I'm taking Saints over the Browns, another road team to pull it off. Give me Saints this week over the Browns, 31-27. 31-27 Saints over the Browns. I got back-to-back upset picks. Next, we got Seahawks and Chiefs. Should be an interesting matchup. Chiefs are in the playoffs at the moment. I think they're like the 6th seed. And the Seahawks are number 1 seed over the NFC. So should be pretty interesting matchup. Chiefs at home. Chiefs been playing some great ball. I'm going with the home team in this one. I got Chiefs over the Seahawks, but can't deny a good of a season that the Seahawks been having. But I got Chiefs in this one. Final score, Chiefs 34, Seahawks 30. Next, we got Giants and Vikings. That's something I wanted to check real quick. Chiefs, right? Yeah, let me see something. Chiefs, one of them teams that he's in the playoffs, but he can't afford to slip up. right? So Chiefs plays the Broncos next week, right? Carnage, tough game. Then the Chiefs plays the Raiders week 18. So the Chiefs games get harder and harder as the weeks go on. This is about to show you what the Chiefs are made of. You know, if he's made and cut from that cloth, he'll pull this out. You know, because right now he has a playoff spot. So no, he doesn't have to win every game. You know, I mean, hey, he can even drop one. But out of these last three, the Chiefs cannot drop 2 out of 3 games. Because like I said, 6 losses is not going to get you in. And I'm going to tell you now, the game, not to say that, you know, the Seahawks can't play, but this is the easiest game, in my opinion, out of the last 2 that he has left. That Broncos game going to be tough, and that Raiders game going to be even more tough. So Chiefs, in my opinion, if he get this game, he's sitting real pretty because he'll go into week 17 still with 4 losses. But if the Chiefs lose this game and still has the Broncos and Raiders to play, don't be surprised if you look up and see the Chiefs on the outside looking in of that playoff picture. So Chiefs must win this game. The Chiefs is one of them teams, like I say, little different. It's a little different than, you know, a team trying to get in. They can afford a loss, but they can't afford to drop too. You know, I'm the Chiefs. I don't even worry about, you know, the other teams ahead. I worry about this one. You know what I mean? Because he's in the situation where he's in. He's now on the outside looking in. He's on the end looking outside. So, but I got Chiefs to win this one at home over the Seahawks. I'm going to go Chiefs 34, Seahawks 30. I think I said that. But Giants and Vikings, this game doesn't really mean too much. Giants season over, Vikings season over. Well, I don't think the Vikings season is over, but the Vikings is definitely, he's definitely, yeah, he's one of them teams fighting for a wild card. He's trying to get in. He's on the outside looking. He got 7 losses. I don't know what happened to the Vikings. At one time in the season, the Vikings were sitting good. You know, they had a pretty good record. They had 4 losses or something, and then everything just started going downhill, and they never recovered from that. I don't like the momentum that's going on with the Vikings. I always tell you, there's 2 ways you can start off in the season. You can start off cold and get hot, or you can start off hot and get cold. Vikings started off good. Now they are cold. It's the wrong time of the year to be cold. I'm going to take Minnesota to win this game, but not by much. They are also upset possibility in this one, but I'm going to take the Vikings just because they know they definitely can't afford to drop nothing. So I'm going to take Vikings in this one, 26-24 over the Giants. I'll set this for the Bengals, Texans and Titans. Texans, they just building guys over there. I'm going to take the Titans. Titans knows that, you know, he got 4 losses. He can't afford to slip up. You know, Titans is one of them teams that, I'm telling you, I think he plays the Colts one more time. He plays the Cowboys week 17. That's going to be a tough game against Dre. And then week 18, no, he won't be playing the Colts, but he will be playing the Jags. Jags lost quite a few close ones in that one, but if I'm the Titans, I like my chances in that one. So his toughest game left is against the Cowboys. But even with that, right, against the Texans this week, Money Mascot has not been playing good at all, but Money Mascot doesn't care. Season is over. You know, he's just trying to find his niche. He's just trying to find his groove. He's just building guys up. I watched and see him get receivers for 200-something yards in a game. He's building guys up over there, getting ready for war down the line. So, well, I'll tell you one thing. If the Titans let him just toss that ball all over the field, it's going to be a long game for him. I'm taking the Titans because he knows what's at stake, but he can't afford to slip up, you know what I mean, and you know, let the Texans get into any type of groove. I'm going to take the Titans, though, between time. I'm going to go 33-25, 33-25. Next we got Niners and Washington. Washington season is over. I think the 49ers, I think they're hanging around for a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. They need this one badly. They got a better shot. The Washington season is done. The Niners got a chance, but they need help. So, meantime, they got to handle their business and see what happens after that. But give me the Niners this week over Washington, 28-17. Next, we got Eagles and Cowboys. These two played not too long ago, and I remember the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys just punished them. unless it wasn't the Eagles, but I think it was. But in any case, I got Cowboys in this one. Cowboys been having a heck of a season. Can't deny that. I'm taking them over the Eagles this week. I'm going to go Cowboys 38, Eagles 20, 38-20 Cowboys. Next we got Raiders and Steelers. Game of the week, possibly AFC Championship matchup. All those things going down. This is a statement game right here. Well, not only does the Raiders, he got 3 losses, so he's sitting real pretty. But if he loses this one, he'll drop to 4, and then he does play the Chiefs Week 18. Things can get very interesting. So Raiders got to come handle his business. He's going to get the Steelers team, who's currently the number 1 seed. Steelers definitely going to show up to try to make a point to the Raiders, and vice versa. This is going to be a tough one for both guys. But I'm going to go with the number 1 seed in this one. They number 1 seed, but I love the Raiders' chances. I love the Raiders' chances in this one. I think that the Raiders definitely. I definitely could pick this for upset, but I'm going to go with the Steelers. They number 1 seed. I think they come in, with their chest poked out, trying to prove a point. That can make them end up getting dropped. But I think he pulls it out. But I think it's going to be very, very, very close. Give me Steelers 28, Raiders 27. 28-27 Steelers over the Raiders. Next we got Packers and Dolphins. Dolphins season is over. Packers, one of the wild card teams right now, holding on by a thread. Packers need this game. He can't afford no slip ups, anything. He gotta take care of his business on the road. I know Dolphin season is over. I know Packers have more to play for, but I'm picking the upset in this one. I'm going Miami over Green Bay. I think Miami pulls this out, and puts Green Bay on the outside to where they begin looking in. But I'm taking Dolphins over the Packers by a score of, I'm going to go 27-23. 27-23. Dolphins over the Packers in the upsets. My third upset pick of the week. Then we got Broncos and Rams. Another tough one. Another good one. And Broncos, one of them teams that I said, the teams with 5 losses cannot afford to lose anymore, because I said 6 losses is not going to get you in the playoffs in the AFC. That AFC race is real tough. Teams are 9-5 and not in. So this is going to be a tough one right here. Rams is not in need of this game, but he definitely would love to win this game. That's just a competitor that he is. Broncos. We know Broncos are a competitor, but we also know the Broncos need this game. If the Broncos lose this game and he still has tough games left ahead of him, that's gonna determine what's gonna happen. This game, right? So with week 17, I want to see something with the Broncos. Broncos played the Chiefs week 17, and then the Broncos plays the Chargers. See what I'm saying? Like, these are tough games left. You know what I mean? Broncos, he gonna have to work to get in, and the work starts right here. Against the Rams, he got to win this game against the Rams because, with the tough opponents he has left, including this one, is not going to get any easier. So this is a tough one right here. Rams at home, Broncos on the road. I'm going Broncos. I'm going with the road team. Rams been having some issues over there, with that team, and this is the wrong time to be feeling, insecure about your team. But I think the Broncos coming to this one. I think he pulls this out. I'm going Denver in this one. I'm going to go 26-19. 26-19 Broncos over the Rams. Then we got Panthers and Bucks and Cards. I just thought about something too. I'll get to that afterwards. Chargers and Colts. Another good one, another tough one. Listen, not for nothing, the Colts is in the battle with the Titans for that division. Don't forget about that. The Colts got 4 losses. The Titans got 4 losses. Chargers got 3 losses, so he's in a division a battle with his whole division. So this is another big game. We got some real big games this week. And this is going to set the tone. For what's coming week 17. But these last 3 weeks are very, very crucial right here. Very crucial. Chargers and Colts. Chargers on the road. I'm going to go Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers to win this one, but I like the Colts' chances, I like their chances. They are at home. I just think this Chargers roster, the personnel, I think they have what it takes, to really slow down this Colts offense. Therefore, I'm going with the Chargers, but I love the Colts' chances in this one, I really do. I will not be surprised at all if the Colts win this. But I got to go with the Chargers even though they're on the road. Close game, though, no matter how you spin it. Give me Chargers 24, Colts 21. 24-21, Chargers over the Colts. And, so, that's it, y'all. That's the playoff race. That's the playoff race that we're looking at. We already looked at it and see what's going on. We looked at a few teams, what lies ahead. There's some very, very last 3 games. A lot of these guys have some tough matchups. So, man, you got to just take it one game at a time at this point. You can't even worry about the week after or whatever. You got to take it one game at a time. Focus on what's in front of you and then deal with who comes after that. But one game at a time has to be the remedy. But tough games this week. I'm waiting to see which ones kicks off first, and we'll be here to talk about in the 5th quarter. I'll see y'all in the next 5th quarter. I'm out.